Hey everybody, it's April. I didn't get to plank yesterday. Oh my goodness. So I absolutely had to plank today. But I want to talk about how planking is a surefire way to warm you up when it's really cold outside. So I'm going to start on hands. I'm planning to start and end on hands, but we'll see how it goes. You know, sometimes I start yapping and things change. So we're going to start on hands. In table, pulling your shoulders down your back, then lift your upper back, lift your chest, pull in your belly, come up on your toes, shift your weight forward slightly. The timer has begun. And then do everything again. Press into the floor, separate your shoulders, actively pull in your navel, tighten up your glutes, press your heels back. So notice you've engaged your hands, your arms, your shoulders, your belly, your glutes, your legs. I mean, you've got everything going on when you're doing a plank properly. And remember, your gaze is just out in front of your fingertips. We're at 30 seconds, by the way. And so you don't want to tuck your chin or look up. You want your neck to be neutral. So we've got the big chill coming through southern Indiana where I live. And I mean, it sounds like it's going to hit most of the country and a lot of other places, other countries. So one of the things I want you to keep in mind, if you do get really, really cold, you know, where you feel like it's cold to the bone, that you want to, one of the ways you can warm up is with a plank. And one of the reasons why plank can be so warming for you, it is a little bit cardiovascular. It gets it's a lot cardiovascular, I think. Gets your heart rate up, but it's good at warming you from the inside out. So it's not the same as just throwing on an extra layer or a blanket or something like that. You are actually heating your body internally, and that's going to help make you warmer. So, and it doesn't have to be for 5 minutes. It could be for a minute. If you're not accustomed to planking for very long, if you just add on a little time, I'm telling you, you're going to warm up. I actually meant to take off my sweater, and I wasn't thinking, was I? I just came in from running some errands, and I thought, oh my goodness, I need to plank. And I should have taken off my sweater. But anyway, hopefully I won't be sweating by the end of our plank. But in a way, is that bad? 2 minutes, I'm going to switch to forearms, and I'm going to go ahead and lift a leg. And, you know, if you move to forearms, you could just stay on your hands. That's okay. But every time you switch, make sure you have a good plank. So be mindful. So I'm pressing into the floor, separating my shoulders, pulling in my belly again, tightening up my glutes. So as long as you're active with your plank, that's going to really speed up that heating process with your body. And that's what you're wanting. Oh, 2:30, I'm switching legs. When I came home, I told my husband, I'm going to do a quick plank. And he said, well, then you're not going to do 5 minutes. And I said, what's 5 minutes? That's quick. 5 minutes. And that's the thing with, even like I said, if you're not planking for 5 minutes, you can still get warmed up with 1 minute. And 1 minute, I mean, it's going to be good. It's going to be good stuff. And maybe you do it more than once a day. 3 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and do side plank on my forearm. Stacking your feet if you like, or bringing your top foot in front of you, actively lifting your hips, reaching your upper arm to the sky, pressing the sole of your bottom foot toward the floor. I know you hear all these things if you watch my planks occasionally, but it's good to remind yourself. I'm constantly reminding myself to pull in my belly, for example, lift my hips, stay lifted out of that bottom shoulder. 3:30, switching sides. Lifting, reaching my upper arm. Now, you know, you could bring your top foot in front of you if that helps you with your balance. The side plank is a little bit of a balancing act. And if you absolutely need to bring a knee down, you can, but make sure you stay nice and lifted and strong. Don't let yourself collapse into your plank. So we're coming up on 4 minutes. I said I was going to start and end on my hands, so I'm going to move into my hands. And you know what that means? Whenever I go from forearms to hands, I usually get a little shaky in my arms and shoulders. But that's okay. It means I'm strengthening, I'm working, I'm being active. And that's the other thing. You know, you may think of plank as being static, but it's actually very active because you are engaging. And again, that you're warming yourself up. As long as you're thinking about it, doing a good plank, keeping everything activated, you've got it. You're gonna warm up. I feel much warmer now. We're at 440. In case you're still planking with me, and remember, you don't have to plank for 5 minutes. Remember, you can do a minute, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, whatever you do, especially if you're not used to it, you're going to feel that warming. So this might be a good opportunity if you do end up being 5 minutes, if you do end up being snowbound, or maybe it's just too icy to get out, or gosh, it's supposed to be below 2 degrees, I think 2 degrees below here. That's a good reason to stay home. And it would be a good opportunity, 5:15, to work on your planking. So take advantage of this cold weather. Work on your planks. Have a great day.